Well. Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of the Take Off Discussion podcast. In this video I'll be discussing about Arsenal versus Wolves, which ended in 1-0 victory in favor of Arsenal. I am delighted that we got the win, and on the other hand, I am furious, and at the same time, I am not surprised at what Michael Oliver did in that game. This is not the first time that a referee will decide to ruin a game of football for Arsenal this season. And this is not the first time, this is not the second time, this is the first time. Imagine if we had not won this game, we would have lost 16 points to referee's terrible decision in a game of football. Against Brighton, it was Declan Rice. Against Manchester City, it was Leandro Trossard. Against Bournemouth, it was William Saliba. And today again against Wolves, it was Lewis Kelly. In my own opinion, I don't think that tackle was a red card to begin with. Do you understand? It wasn't a dangerous tackle, and his stud was not high up. So there's no way anybody can justify this red card that was given to Lewis Kelly. But for me personally, I think the FA and the Premier League and the Referee Association, they have something against this Arsenal. They have something against Arsenal team, because I don't know a better way to explain, or a better way to express myself, or a better way to phantom what they have been doing to Arsenal this season. Imagine if the previous 3 red cards that was given to Arsenal, if those red cards were not given to Arsenal and we eventually won those games, I think we will be top of the table at this point in time. But it is what it is. It is Arsenal, and every ground all the red cards that has been given to Arsenal so far this season, no other teams have experienced such harsh decision. No team has experienced that this season. But I'm not surprised, and after the game, the manager also expressed his displeasure, like, well, we are used to it. He's not surprised, but partially he's furious, because something as simple as that could be justified as a red card by Michael Oliver. And remember last season, when we were playing against Manchester City, this same Michael Oliver was a referee in that team, and Mateo Kovacic tackled Declan Rice and Martin Odegaard with his third high up on their shin. But Michael Oliver, according to what Howard Webb came out to tell the world, that it should be a red card, like the second yellow, and it should be a red card. But Michael Oliver doesn't want to have a bad impression in big games. So what now happened today? That simple tackle, it wasn't a dangerous tackle in my own opinion, and I don't see it as a red card. That simple tackle by Lewis Kelly is a tactical foul that any player can involve in, could lead to a red card from Michael Oliver. And the VAR as well did not do anything to overturn that decision. They also went with him. Definitely, they have something against Arsenal. And well, I think I'm done with all these officials. To be honest, I think I'm done with them, and I cannot just put that thought together and put the reason why they had to why they always choose to ruin games for Arsenal. This is the first time it's happening this season, and thankfully, unfortunately for us today, we got the win, which I'm happy that we got the win. But it is what it is, and my Kai Havertz, I will begin with Kai Havertz. He has had good. He had wonderful week last week, and this weekend, I think he should have gotten a goal or two in the first half, but that didn't That doesn't work well for him. Well, he did his best, and this season so far, I think Arsenal fans should credit. I think we should credit him. That is my own opinion. That's what I think. I think we should credit Kai Havertz because this season so far he has had 17 goals and assists in 30 games, which is not really bad numbers for Kai Havertz. And I don't know why we Arsenal fans are so harsh on him that he has not really been giving us what we want. Of course, I understand, and I've said it that Arsenal need a striker. We need a proper striker. And what if that striker that we think we have is having a bad outing, is having a bad time on the field? So, if you look at Chelsea last season, Jackson wasn't at his best for Chelsea last season. Likewise, Arsenal last season, we don't have a good strikers at last season who stepped up for us, but our midfielders, our wingers, they are producing good numbers, and that really kept us in the fight for the title last season. But this time around, I think from in my own perspective, I think we should just give Kai Havertz, we should just give him his heart because he has really proven himself beyond reasonable doubt. So if he doesn't do some things well, as a fan, we will be furious at him that he didn't do some things well. But on the other hand, I think he should be respected for the kind of numbers that he has produced this season. For me, I'm happy with him, and sometimes he may miss just some good chances that he should have resulted in goals, but that doesn't take away the fact that he was converted to a striker. He is not really a proper number 9. So producing that kind of numbers, we should credit him for that. So that is my own opinion. That's why that is what I think about Kai Havertz. And again, Leandro Trossard, he has been consistent in the last couple of games as well by pulling in some fantastic crosses into the box. And today again, he still did the same. I think he produced good, beautiful crosses into the box that could have resulted in goals for Kai Havertz, but that didn't work well for her. So I think Leandro Trossard as well did his best, and overall, Ricardo Calafiori, I think that goal, this is the second goal he will be scoring in Arsenal colours, and I'm happy for him. I am extremely delighted for him that he got that goal, and that goal proved to be a decisive one for us, and it gives us all the 3 points that we need at this crucial point in time, and that really kept us going, and it kept us in the fight for the title. And as I said earlier, if referees didn't had any personal issues with Arsenal and didn't made those bad decisions against us, I think we would be in a much better standing, regardless of some draws that we had this season so far. That I think it should have been a win. But it is what it is. I think I'm proud of this team because when I reflected on what we have been doing this season, and what referees has had to do to us this season, I think this team deserves credit. And if you compare that to Champions League, it's really there are differences. There are differences when you compare that to Champions League. The standing that we have in Champions League, that is the true identity, that is the true standing that we have, because there wasn't any bad decisions that went against us that led to draws or that led to losses for us in the Champions League. And we got 5 wins, we got 1 draw and 1 loss in the Champions League, which I think was our own performance, not what the referee or the organization want us to have. So for me personally, I think at this point in time, I think I'm done. I'm done with all these officials in the Premier League. I think I'm done. To be honest, there's favoritism to some teams. There's favoritism to some teams, and there are bad decisions against some teams. So these are just the things that I believe, and these are the things, in my own opinion, these are the things that need to change to preserve that competitiveness in the Premier League. So these are just the things that I observe from the game. If you are just coming across this page for the very first time, please do well to like and subscribe. And if you are already here, please kindly smash the like button and drop your thoughts in the comment section. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in another episode. And bye for now.